So when I touch this brick right here, it should give me my location. Oh, that's like the exact location where I'm at right now. Oh my god. Alright, so the first thing we probably want to do to make this is create our actual kill brick. So let's name this the dox brick. The name is patent pending. And now, while most kill bricks are red because they kill you, this isn't a kill brick. This is a dox brick. So we'll make this like, I don't know, purple, because I like the color purple. And then also, I think neon looks a lot nicer, so we'll just change this to neon. And yeah, now we have our thing. And now we can actually get to coding it. So first thing is creating a script. So let's create a script here, delete this, and actually zoom in a little bit. I can barely see that. And so the first thing we want to do is actually figure out when something touches it. So we'll do script.parent, which would be the dox brick right here. So script.parent.touched, which is an event, so when it's touched, we want to connect a function, so just like that. And then inside of here, we'll have hit, and hit is whatever touches it. So, like, for instance, right now, the base plate's touching it, so the base plate would be hit, but if, like, we touched it, then our foot would be equal to hit. And so we want to make sure that what's actually touching it is a person. So now we can do if hit.parent, find first child, humanoid root part, because everybody has a humanoid root part, and then we'll do then. And so basically this is saying if it's a person, then it will run this code right here. And so in this little spot down here, we want to actually figure out get the character. So local char equals hit.parent, because now we know through this that it's a player, and so the parent will be equal to the character of that player. And then after we've done that, we want to actually get the player, so we can do, actually let me get a bit more space here. So we can do local player equals game dot players get player from character, and then we'll put in char, because that is our character and it's up here. So now we have the character and we can get the player from that character, and that is how you get the player, for if you were wondering. And so just to test this, we can do print, and we'll print out the char.name, and then we can also print out player.name, just to make sure that this works. So it should say tempered vibes twice once I've touched the part. And yep, this is the player.name, or that's the right here. This is the character.name, because character.name, and this player.name. So now we have the player and the character, and so we can delete the print. And now let's get to the actual doxing part. And so doxing somebody is actually really quite simple, believe it or not. So to do that, we need to actually create another variable up here. So to get the doxing part, we actually need to get something called the location service. So we'll do local ls equals game get service location service, because this is how Roblox knows where you're logging in from. And so down here we can create another variable for player country, and that will be equal to ls and then get, and let me just see if I can find it here. It's get country I believe it's this one, and then we just need to pass our player in here. And so now player country will be equal to whatever the country of that player. So let's say that the player is in, California in the United States. Well, this will say United States. And so just to test this, we can print out the player country. And so hopefully when we touch it, it will tell us, it'll say US. So, yep. And that is where I am right now, because I'm in the US. So now we know that works. And so now, right now it just prints down here. Nobody checks the output when they're playing a game, right? So we should create a GUI, and then we can actually show that GUI on everybody's screen. So let's actually do that. So let's create a screen GUI here, and then we'll just create actually we don't even need a frame. We just need a text label, and we'll just move this right here to the middle. We'll just scale that up a little bit, and then we'll change the font and style this up a little bit, and then we'll actually get to coding it. Alright, so this is going to be my text label, and I added like a little bit of a font that looks cool for Doku 1. I love that font. And also I added like a little gradient thing here, which I love this gradient. It's really, really quite nice. But, green, right? That's kind of the whole hacking color scheme, I assume. So, it looks like you got hacked, right? And so we'll actually, let's name this to just docs text, because this is going to be that, and then let's set its visibility to false, because, well, you shouldn't see it right when you join the game, right? So I'm thinking the way we do this is when you touch the brick, the docs brick, then it will fire a remote event in replicated storage, and then it will receive right here. So let's do that. So let's create a remote event here in replicated storage, and we'll call this docs event. I know I'm very good at naming stuff, but that is our remote event, and so we actually need to get that. So we'll do local docs event equals game dot replicated storage find first child docs event, and then we can go down here and we can do docs event fire all clients, because we want to fire everybody. Everybody should be able to see this, right? Otherwise it's not really a dox if we're just doxing the person who touched it. I mean, they already know where they live, right? So that's why we want to do fire all clients instead of just like fire client. And so we need to pass in here the player.name, because we need the player name, and then we also need player country. And so player.name, that is just getting the player and then the player.name, simple enough. Player country, that will be equal to, in my case, it would be US, but like let's say you live in Canada, right? This would be equal to like whatever Canada's like abbreviation is, so probably CA, I think. And so then that will fire the event. And so let's create in down here a local script, and we'll just name this like docs client handler. I like adding handler just because it makes me look smart, but for in here, we need to actually get the remote event. So we'll do local docs event equals game.replicated storage find first child docs event. And then we actually need to get the remote event. So we'll do docs event dot on client event connect function. And so in here, we need the player name, and we also need player country. And so player name is player name would be equal to this parameter right here, and this right here is equal to this right here. So that's sort of how that works. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we actually want to get the docs text. So we'll drop a couple lines for extra space, and we'll create a variable for the docs text. So we'll do local text equals script dot parent, and so now we have the docs text. And then we'll get, so so as of right now, once you touch this, it fires the event, and this gets the event. And so we want to actually get the text, and we want to make it visible, because we want to actually see the text. And then text dot, gosh, I'm messing up, text equals to, so we're going to change the text here. So for this, we want it to say like player, so, but instead of player, it should say the actual player name. So we'll do, instead of actually that, we'll do player name, and then we'll concatenate it, and this is called concatenating when you do that, is located in, and then we'll do a little colon like that, and then we'll do player country, and then we'll do task.wait, and we'll do like 5 seconds, and then we'll text dot equals false. And so hopefully when we run this, it'll make the text visible, and then it will change the text to, you know, screw for tempered vibes is located in US. So let's test it out and see if it works. Yep, tempered vibes is located in the US, and just like that, we've created a script that will dox you. Do what you want with that. It's pretty cool, and yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. Goodbye.